Hello guys, been a while since I've done one of these UCP videos, so I thought you'd enjoy it. I figured I'd try it. 2 Saladins versus 4 Emirs. I feel like the Emirs have a really big advantage in this. However, Saladin is a genuinely strong lord, so I just don't think he can be discounted so easily. So regardless, as I say, I'm not certain what will happen. We've got the 2 Saladins at the top here, and then the Emirs around. Honestly, if Saladin takes out an Emir early on, things will be really good for him. Just depends on what happens. As you can see, he is doing quite well on this eastern front against the purple Emir, and not so great on the western one against the yellow.
A message from Saladin. The situation looks grave indeed. Maybe a change of plan is needed.
It could be that 4 Emirs is just too much for Saladin anyway. I'm 100% certain 2v2 would be pointless. Saladin would walk all over the Emir. It wouldn't be close. Now, maybe a 2v3 could work. So I might try that after this one, but you know, we'll just see. Again, it's like the whole reason I do these is for fun. And because I'm interested to see what happens. And I'm always happy to take your ideas and try them out. Well, I say always. Quite often. I'm not going to do anything with Wolf because he seems like he's got issues and it's just not very fun. Well, I say not very fun. It's not fun at all to deal with.
The situation is grave indeed.
Yeah, orange Saladin is pretty much done for now. And unfortunately, red Saladin did not break through the purple Emir's towers and get into his base, so I feel like it's all over for Saladin already. If we look at the gold situation, it tells a similar story. The Saladins are struggling enormously, which, to be fair, you know, they have a huge disadvantage. And I kind of thought this would happen, but I was curious anyways. And with the orange Saladin burning, it's for sure over for him. There's no recovering that for Saladin. Now, again, it could be different if I use Taffa castles and Every castles. I'm not going to do that. This is just vanilla. I'm happy just having it like this. Again, like, I've been so busy with Mario Kart World, but I know that not everyone is going to be interested in that content. And, you know, I'm very grateful to everyone that has subbed to my channel, and so, like, I'm trying to make time for everyone to have something that they enjoy, right? I'm doing my best with it. But I must admit, having the time away from Stronghold has been really nice. Now, Crusader is one of my all-time favourite video games, right? I love Stronghold Crusader, absolutely adore it. I think it's absolutely fantastic. But, you know, playing it day in, day out for months is, well, it really did drain me quite a bit. Especially doing the challenge stuff, I don't know, it just left me exhausted. So the fact that I started doing the UCP stuff actually helped me a lot, and then doing the Mario Kart World and really taking a break from Stronghold has, I don't know, it's put me in a much better state, right? Yeah, mental state, and yeah, I'm happy to keep doing this stuff. Now, I must say, I've got probably enough Mario Kart World stuff to last until the Definitive Edition Stronghold Crusader comes out. But I will try and throw in a couple more of these UCP videos in the meantime, right? Maybe I'll do one more challenge run. We'll see. So, as we saw, 4 Emirs absolutely dominated Saladin. So, I will be right back. And back I am. So, as you can see, they've all got 40k gold. Got Saladin's on the left and the Emir's on the right. Now, Emir has access to stone and no iron, whereas Saladin has iron and no stone. So, all in all, that's kind of a benefit to Saladin. What? Oh, I made a mistake, sorry. I forgot to, I'll keep hitting. I meant to put Saladin's up here. I'll be right back. There we are. I confused the yellow and the orange. So I put, yeah. I was wondering why I was thinking, why is an Emir attacking another Emir? Obviously, because it wasn't Emir, I just made a big mistake. Well, not even a big mistake, just a mistake. Now, the Emirs are at a disadvantage in this situation, I think, because they have only the one. They tend to only have one counter siege on their castles. Although this one has 2. And Saladin has it on every tower. Now, where the Emir has a massive advantage is more of them, and they pump out units like no one else. So certainly it's going to be hard for Saladin, but he's got the iron, so he can make weapons and armor and sell it, and you know, maybe he can make a comeback in this, I don't know.
A message from Saladin.
Oh, he's worried already, and he's burning. Oh dear, it really is all over for Saladin.
Maybe a change of plan is needed.
Oh. Yeah, not looking good for you, pal. I'm sorry to say it. I actually really did think that this would be a lot closer. But that's another bad trait of mine, right? I've been doing a lot of these and I've been aiming for perfection. Like, how close can we make these matches? Sometimes I rerun them over and over and over again. And not only is that not really realistic, but it eats up so much of my time that it becomes a problem. Not only that, it loses its mystery, and it's not as fun. As you can see, the Red Saladin has been the weak link, and he is about to go down. I don't think he'll die in this attack, but he'll certainly die in the next one. Although he may die in this attack actually. No, he won't. The fire saved him. No, did it? Yeah, it did save him. I thought it would.
A message from Saladin.
Whoops. Really? Okay, I'm sorry. I really thought he left. I thought all his units had died. The ones that went in.
From the Emir.
I really didn't see any more blue Emir units. Okay. Huh. Well, yeah, again, my apologies. I know, back for a single video at the moment. I probably will bring out more, but back for one at the moment, and I missed one of the kills. Now that is one area where I don't necessarily do that well.
The situation looks grave indeed. Maybe a change of plan.
But at the same time, I do like to kind of rush through these a little bit, and sometimes I think that's a problem. But you know, it's very much a time thing. The more I can get done, the better. You know, it means that I can have lots of content for everyone to watch. Now, I'm not necessarily going to have the best stuff in the world, but the fact that I do daily uploads is great. I'm also going to do a 2v2 because why not? Okay, so we've got a balanced map. Got an Emir in the bottom right, bottom left, and 2 Saladins at the top. Now, this one Saladin should dominate. It's a large map as well. Considering it's only a 4-player map, it's pretty big.
Once more.
So yeah, as I was saying, I'm not necessarily going to have the best content in the world, but the fact that I upload daily means that there's always something to watch on the channel. And the fact that I do playlists, I need to do more playlists really, but I think I do think that me doing playlists is good because it gives you the chance to see anything that you want to watch, right? And it makes it much easier to search up anything that might interest you. Now, I don't have Among Us on the playlist. That's something that I should rectify as soon as possible. I really do think that some of the Among Us videos are good. Not all of them, but some of them are the best things on the channel. Well, or some of the best on the channel, I should say. Like, some of them really, truly are good. And yeah, I never bothered to put them in a playlist, and I never really made them uniform names. Sometimes I chose the map name, sometimes the game name, and it's just a nightmare to playlist that stuff now. Like, I'd like to make a best of playlist. You know, just the videos that I like the most on the channel. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. It'd have all sorts of stuff actually. It'd have some RuneScape, some Forza Horizon, some Mario Kart, some Crusader. It would have everything. Let's just see. So the Saladins are actually struggling for gold. Which, I'm going to be honest, this is surprising me. In close quarters, I'm 100% certain the Saladins would probably have killed an Emir by now. And yet, spread out, they seem to be losing. Not just losing quite badly. Okay. Wait, does Saladin? Yeah, I mean, it's a balanced map. I don't know what I'm thinking. Saladin is just not taking the stone at the top for some reason. I don't know why. I think he's trying to fight for these positions and that's why he's losing. Which frankly I find fascinating. I don't know why he's doing it, but again, that's the joy in doing this, right? Because if you don't know what's going to happen, you really do enjoy yourself a lot more than being like, okay, you know, if I were to do rat versus wolf, it would be the most boring thing in the world for me. Like a single rat versus single wolf, because you know what's going to happen 100% of the time. It doesn't matter if wolf bugs out, because rat will never be able to kill it.
Saving.
So if we just up this speed a bit. I know 500 speed is impossible to tell what's going on, but I don't mind that because this is going to take forever otherwise. And that's just a consequence of having everything so spread out. Okay. Now Saladin, if the Red Saladin loses his towers, he's going to be in some significant danger. It doesn't look like he's in trouble right now though. He managed to repel that quite well. He's certainly not losing both his towers, I don't think. Well, I say that. He might do. I don't think he will. Hopefully he doesn't lose either one, so next attack, if he loses both, that way, then it'll be a bit more interesting, right? Because no one wants to watch a video where no one dies. It's just not interesting. It looks like Saladin has really clawed it back and he's actually starting to take the lead now. I mean, I've always thought Saladin's significantly stronger than the Emir. It doesn't mean that the Emir's weak, he's incredibly powerful. Okay. I feel like the Red Saladin's where all the action's going to be. Although look, Orange Saladin is sending a small skirmishing party forward, so maybe he'll consider attacking, sending a proper attack at Yellow Emir. I mean, that's a reasonable sized force of archers. It's not bad, at least. It's certainly not bad. At all. Okay. Yeah, and here comes the Saladin attack, which, again, Emir does not have all the counter siege on his walls, so on his towers, I should say. So he's at a big disadvantage the second he's on the back foot, which he is right now. Now, if he can destroy these fire blisters, he may be okay, but just have to wait and see. If he burns like he is, it could be very dangerous for him. As you can see, he doesn't have anything on here to destroy the catapults, which is really rather terrible for him. He's definitely not looking good right now. Oh dear. Yeah, Yellow Emir really needs to put the pressure on the Red Saladin. They both have to, both of them. Otherwise, it's definitely going to be over for the Emir. I don't know when. But obviously, as I say, he does not have the defences to deal with a siege force, really. He just doesn't. His attacks are incredibly good. Now this is a problem. Or at least, potentially a problem. Yeah, if they destroy this, that would be bad. That would be incredibly bad for him. Okay, they didn't. So Oh dear. Yeah. Now, I don't think this is where Emir's going to die, but I certainly think after this attack, he's going to be in a position where he cannot recover. No, he's not going to die here. Like, as you can see, what do you do at this point, right? He lost so much, and he's still being fired upon by catapults. Now, if the Orange Emir would bring those archers up, I mean, he probably couldn't take out even this tower, but it would be something. He'd soften them up. That's for sure. So if the Red Saladin were to attack Yellow Emir, again, he'd finish him off easy. As you can see, this tower is pretty much done for. Yeah, and the problem here is obviously once one lord goes down, his teammates done for as well.
A message from the Emir.
Losing that cost him, I want to say it was probably 15-20 archers, you know, Arabian ones, so it's certainly a lot. And yet, down he went. Now, if they'd lived, would he have been able to defend that? I'm not so sure, but, you know, there is certainly the potential. Obviously, there's no chance for the blue Emir. It doesn't matter how well they were doing at the start, now they are at a point where recovery is an impossibility. I don't care if he kills the Red Saladin, he'd be dead immediately afterwards. He couldn't get the resources in. So I think this has been very interesting, and it's shown me that it has showed me that the Emir is a lot closer to Saladin's strength than I realised. Although, as I say, Saladin building towards the Emir did not help him at all. So I'm going to say maybe if he hadn't handicapped himself like that, it probably wouldn't have been anywhere near as close as it has been. And also, if the Emir had if that other Emir had extra counter siege, whether it be a ballista or a mangonel, he probably would have been fine. And again, I do feel like he should have more counter siege. It just doesn't seem like a very fair thing for him to only typically have the one. It just seems like a redundant addition. I mean, I suppose it does something, but it just, you know, it compared to just about every other lord, it's a massive disadvantage not having multiple. You can see the Emir defended this quite easily, but if the orange one and the red one send another attack together, they'll probably finish him off. Okay, well, yeah, they definitely will now that he's burning. If that fire spreads over here and kills all of these, it will be disastrous. I mean, look, he's done for anyway, right? But it would be terrible for him. It would just secure his death. Well, I say secure, it would ensure it, right? Like, that's really his last defense, these fire throwers, and horse archers. Now I know he does have the engineers with oil, but you know, the amount of times oil fails, which is, you know, it's a shame, but it is part of Stronghold. You know, the amount of times when they throw it down and it just disappears. Okay. Still, in some ways, the Emir is very lucky that the Saladins are lucky that the fire got put out, because he probably would have lost most of his units running him into the fire. There we are, that's the second and final Emir down. I hope that you've enjoyed this one. I have really enjoyed it, actually. As I say, I haven't been playing this game at all, and you know, it's very nice to come back to it. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.